Hello and welcome along. In this spotlight, we are going to be taking a look at the Matrot M44D. It's a sprayer. It's by Full Power Shift and is released as part of the Giants Mod Contest 2017. It is an interesting older piece of equipment. I'm liking the textures on it. It's got a bit of wear and tear to it. There are a few little. I'd call them modelling issues. I think where it's not quite smooth enough. But in general, I quite like this. It's a nice mod, a nice model, and nice textures. It's not the textures aren't overly high quality, which lets it down a little bit. But in general, it's not bad at all. And I am being a bit harsh with that, but with all these mod contest mods, the things that rise it to the top are those that are exceptional, and unfortunately, not quite. It does lack that little bit of polish on the top. So let's jump inside and have a look at how it looks inside as well. So yeah, you can see it in here as well. The steering wheel is lots of is not quite round. There's a definite edges to it. And although, that's a modelling thing. Sometimes you do get steering wheels that are a bit odd like that, but I think that's a modelling thing here. Similarly, I would have said the internal textures are a little bit low quality as well. Especially looking at the floor down there, that is a very low quality texture on that floor. And it's serviceable. It's usable, absolutely. But is it contest winning? Not really. From the outside, let's have a go with the indicators. And we have rear but no front right indicator. And we have the same with the left. So with the hazards on, no front indicators. I'm just trying to see. It doesn't look like there are any, so that's not really an error. Brake lights work. And do we have a reverse light? No, we don't have a reverse light. Beacons working up the top there, nice and great, and I can see the reflection as well, so the lights on those are all good. Then the main lights, so that's the lights on and you can see them there as well. Then we have extra rear work light there, and then we have our work lights up the front as well, so normal work light order, rear then front. And those will work quite well and look really quite nice. So let's start her up. And we'll just take it over the rough bed of track to check out the suspension. And then we're going to unfold it and give it a go at doing some spraying and see how it does there as well. So it looks like our suspension is good. Now that's interesting. We've got rear suspension, but not front, by the looks of things. Yeah. Now that, it looks like the front should have suspension, but it's a bit rigid. So yeah, not sure about that. Not sure if that's an error or not, but it seems to be set up the same as the back, and the back works and the front doesn't. Yeah, looking at that should work. So yeah, it's missing its suspension options from the front. and that is something that is an issue, I think. Unfolding it, normal commands, nothing overly complicated there. Good animation for this. I should also say there is no IC control, but then on a vehicle like this, I wouldn't expect there to be. Right, and then lower it down. So we have mouse control to raise and lower it, and then you can also raise it up in the same way as you do a tool. So the same button for that, and that then disables that mouse control. So we want to re-enable that, and we're going to lower this down because we're going down onto stubble, and turn it on, and yeah, actually looks pretty good. That's, yeah, I was about to say it looks very flat, but actually those are pretty good cone effects on that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. Works a treat, and is absolutely doing what it should. So we will leave that there and head back and take a look at it in the shop once we get back. Right, there we go. And there we are. Right, let's go have a look at what options we have in the shop and what its specs are. So, under sprayers, there it is. The M44D. It costs £1,482 a day maintenance. That is a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, that is way too high. That you have this in your game as a comparison. The New Holland costs 790. That is twice the price of the maintenance of the New Holland. That's an insane amount of money for maintenance for this. It's 140 horsepower. It takes 210 litres of fuel. Goes at 17 miles per hour. It takes 3,250 litres of fertilizer, and takes liquid fertilizer, of course. Its working speed is 9 miles per hour and has a width of 34 meters. The only options for it are narrow tires, which is what we have on the version that I've just run the test on, and wide tires. Quite why you would want wide tires on this, I'm not overly sure. But the narrow tires are extra 600, and the wide tires are an extra 2,400. If you did opt for the wide tires, that raises the max the sprayer to its maximum price, which is 26,750. Which, so it doesn't cost much to purchase it, especially in comparison to the New Holland, but the daily maintenance is gonna whack you for one if you do. So we'll turn it off. There we go. And really, in conclusion, it's okay. It's a good mod. It's not a great mod. I don't think it's one I particularly am interested in using. And there are better mods in the competition. And really, that's all I can say about it. So I'm going to leave it there. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this spotlight. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.